and the only thing they think of is Daytona, because it's a super prestigious race. It's the biggest race of the year. Fear's a funny thing, because it's something that you can have just a millisecond, but in that millisecond it is so strong.
Come on, let's go!
This Thames Television documentary showed the ups and downs of his career. Daytona 75 was the low point, but it helped create motorcycling's first superstar.
Don't take it. Come on up with it, easy. Get it healthy, man.
Is there any way to tell from just this preliminary examination how long he might be in the hospital?
It's hard to say, of course we don't have all of the fractures, but this one right here alone is going to require him to be probably hospitalized for surgery, for inserting a rod in it, which I would think it would be probably at least a couple of weeks, I would anticipate. I'm not an orthopedic surgeon, but I would think it'd be at least a couple of weeks before, they're going to be moving him.
I remember exactly what happened. I'd done about 4 laps, and I was just going to sort of build up my speed and get some good times in and that. And I was coming off the banking, and the thing was doing probably 160 mile an hour in 5th gear, and I changed into 6th gear. It was just coming up to maximum RPM, which is sort of 8,500, and it's doing about 170, well, between 170 and 175 miles an hour. And all of a sudden, the back wheel just locked solid, and I pulled the clutch in because I thought the engine had seized or something had gone wrong, and it didn't free the thing, and it just sort of, I was up on the banking, which is sort of 45-degree banking, and it just kind of went sideways like that and back the other way, and I thought, God, going this fast, there's no way I can afford to lose it, And I struggled with the thing, and then it just went completely sideways and down the bottom of the banking onto the apron at the bottom, which is flat. And as it went down onto the apron at the bottom, it punctured the front tyre, and it just completely got out of control and spat me over the top sort of thing. And I just remember thinking, oh God, I was rolling and I could feel all the skin coming off my shoulder and that, and I didn't feel my leg at all while I was rolling. Just the fact that it was tearing all the skin off my shoulders and that. And then when I stopped, I was sort of lying down, and I thought, Christ, I'm still alive, it didn't kill me, it didn't even knock me out. And I kind of sort of went to move and get up, and then I looked down, and this leg was right angles poking underneath the other one. So I thought, forget it.
Gene Romero coming to the checkered flag into the Daytona USA, sign in the middle of the East Bank. Cutting here in turn 9, Gene Romero.
A documentary of the day takes up the story.
Just 3 weeks and 2 days after his horrendous crash at Silverstone, he's out of hospital and quick to reject the first suggestions that he might not race again.
Of course I'm going to bloody race again. There's no reason. It wasn't my fault I fell off. It was Silverstone Circuit's fault that they made a lousy practice set.
So for Barry Sheene, once again, the race is on. Ahead of him, an awful lot of painful work. But Sheene will always find time for life's more pleasurable pursuits. The memory still sparks a bitter response.
Yeah, I think about it as a total pain in the arse that it happens, because as it stood last year, I reckon I stood a very good chance of winning the World Championship. And if I'd have won the World Championship, I'd have been in a lot better position than I am now.
This was all that remained of Sheene's Yamaha after that dreadful accident. He crested a rise at about 175 miles an hour, hit a fallen bike, and his mangled body was found 300 yards further down the track. Sheene's legs now are held together by 2 plates and 27 screws. The surgeon who operated had likened them to crushed eggs.
He's chasing back, and Barry Sheene had a terrible moment there.
I don't think it worried us really. You know, when things are going well, you don't think about anything going wrong. But then when something goes wrong, you stop and you think. But that never really occurred to me because I knew he was a level-headed boy and I knew he didn't do silly things on the racetrack.